Once upon a time, in a small town nestled among rolling hills, there lived two souls whose love knew no bounds despite the meager circumstances that life had handed them. Meet Sarah and Jack, a young couple whose hearts beat as one in the face of adversity. Sarah was a gentle soul with kind, hazel eyes that sparkled with warmth. She worked tirelessly at the local bakery, kneading dough and baking bread to earn a modest living for herself and her beloved Jack. Jack, on the other hand, was a hard-working carpenter, crafting furniture with his rough hands and a heart full of dreams. Their love story began in the most ordinary of ways, across a crowded market square where their eyes met for the first time. Sarah's laughter rang like music in Jack's ears, and his steadfast gaze made her heart skip a beat. From that moment on, they were inseparable, bound by a love that grew stronger with each passing day. Despite their humble circumstances, Sarah and Jack found solace in the simplest of pleasures. They would steal away to a hidden meadow on the outskirts of town, where wild flowers danced in the gentle breeze and the sun painted the sky in hues of gold. There, amid nature's beauty, they whispered their deepest hopes and fears to each other, forging a bond that nothing could break. As the seasons changed and time marched on, Sarah and Jack faced their fair share of challenges. Money was often tight, and dreams seemed out of reach. But through it all, they clung to each other like two vines intertwined, drawing strength from their unwavering love. One fateful day, tragedy struck when Jack fell ill with a fever that refused to break. Sarah's heart shattered as she watched her beloved waste away before her eyes. Days turned into weeks, and the weight of uncertainty hung heavy in the air. But Sarah refused to give up on Jack, even when hope seemed like a distant memory. With every ounce of her being, she tended to him with a love so fierce that it became a beacon of light in the darkness. Her hands caressed his fevered brow, her voice whispered words of comfort, and her love became his anchor in the storm. And then, one miraculous day, as the first buds of spring unfurled outside their window, Jack's eyes fluttered open. The fever had broken, and he gazed at Sarah with a newfound strength shining in his eyes. In that moment, they knew that their love had conquered all obstacles, emerging stronger and more resilient than ever before. From that day on, Sarah and Jack lived each moment as if it were a precious gift. They danced in the rain, sang beneath the moonlit sky, and carved out a life filled with love, laughter, and boundless hope. Together, they proved that true love knows no boundaries, not wealth, not status, not even the darkest of shadows. And so, in the heart of that small town where their love story began, Sarah and Jack became a beacon of hope for all who crossed their path. Theirs was a love that defied the odds, a love that whispered of endless possibilities, and a love that would endure for all eternity. In the years that followed Jack's recovery, Sarah and Jack's love blossomed into a beacon of light that inspired others in their town. People would often stop and marvel at the way they looked at each other, seeing in their gaze a love so pure and genuine that it seemed to transcend the boundaries of time and space. As their love story unfolded, Sarah and Jack found themselves facing new challenges and opportunities that tested the strength of their bond. Jack's carpentry business began to thrive, thanks to his skillful craftsmanship and unwavering dedication. Sarah's bakery, too, gained popularity as word spread of her delectable pastries and warm, welcoming smile. Their days were spent in quiet contentment, with Jack crafting furniture in his workshop and Sarah kneading dough in her bakery. They would steal moments together amidst the hustle and bustle of their daily lives, sharing stolen kisses in the early morning light, stealing glances across a crowded room, and finding solace in each other's arms when the world seemed too harsh. But life, as it often does, threw unexpected challenges their way. A devastating storm swept through their town, leaving a trail of destruction in its wake. Jack's workshop was damaged, and Sarah's bakery was left without power. In the face of such adversity, they could have been torn apart, but their love only grew stronger. And as they looked out at the world spread out before them, they whispered words of gratitude to the heavens, knowing that they were blessed to have found each other in a world that often seemed cold and indifferent. For Sarah and Jack, their love was not just a story, but a living, breathing testament to the power of love in all its beauty and glory.